Hi there and welcome back. This is part 3 of making a botanical lapbook. It's using one of my own kits called Botanical Notes. It is now up on Etsy. It's 2 kits, 35 pages in each one. There is a flip through of the kits. They are both, standalone kits. You don't need both, only if, you wanted to do a massive project. And if you are a Patreon member, it's actually available as one kit because I can just put more files into the Patreon shop than Etsy shop. And there's, 13, 14 freebies to the kit as well on Patreon. So we've made the lapbook with 2 books. We've joined them together. We've put new spines in the books to give it a bit more stability. We've put a spine in here to join the 2 books, and we've layered the insides of the covers. We've created a flip page kind of thing on each side to give some more space, and we just started adding a few pockets last time. So we've got these 2 large pockets here, and we've these tall pockets with a little pocket on there. Obviously these pockets, you can make them yourself. You don't need a kit. I've done lots of videos on these simple type pockets with just a gusset around them. Very simple to make. So that is that. So we're going to put some more of the elements in. Obviously this video series now is more about just showing you what I'm doing with the pieces in the kit, but like I say, all these things you can make them yourself. You don't have to have a kit for that. So I've done 3 lots of different pockets. I've cut them out and I've inked around them, so I think so I'm not flipping from one side of the book to the other. I'm just going to work on this part. So we've got this that we want something on, this one and this one. So we've got 3, and like I say, I've done 3 lots of pockets. So I'm not keen on that on there. That's not too bad, but it's a bit boring. I think that would be better on there. So these are just 2 envelopes. I sent it back through the printer to print the inside, so it's not, oh dear, so it's not just white inside. I've used one of the backing papers. I've obviously just folded it where it needs folding, and then I've inked all around. I also like using envelopes, sewing them in your signature, but they also make great pockets. And what I do like about envelopes is not only have you got a pocket there, but you've also got a pocket behind. So you need to decide, are we just gluing them down each side and having something that you can push all the way down, or are we gluing them 3 sides, so we're just using the back as a pocket? So 2 small pockets or 1 long pocket. And I think I'm going to go for the long pocket, because we've got 2, I'm not saying they're small pockets, but you know, they're not pockets what are going all the way down. So this bottom one, I'm going to glue it 3 sides, so that stops whatever we've pushed all the way down from slipping out. So hopefully that's kind of middle. I think it looks okay. Yeah. And then I think we'll do it about there. So this one, I'm just going to glue it on each side. I'll only be able to fit, you know, like a journal card down there, something, you know, flat, nothing decorated, because they're quite flat. Well, it is flat. Okay. Just that doesn't really help me. I think that looks about straight. Let me just tip it a little bit and then I can see better. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so that's that one. Obviously we're going to decorate them up. Okay, so let's move it along so that gets a chance to dry. Now I've got a wide pocket here. Again, you know, it's just got the gusset. So if you're making these, all you would do is work out how, you know, wide and tall you want your pocket, and then add either, you know, an extra ½ inch onto that or an inch onto that, so you can score your gussets, and then you want to score 2 sides and then the bottom. And then when you're cutting them, you just do this as not to cause bulk, and same at the bottom. And say this simple pockets to make. I've done these with quite big gussets because, like I've said before, I'm using this lapbook as a place where I keep everything. So, you know, got things like shopping lists and every kind of notebook that I've got hanging about the house is all gonna go in here. So this one is for myself. I may, if I get a chance, make another one off screen. Probably won't be exactly the same, but obviously it'll be similar because I'll be using the kit to put into Etsy, and I'm going to do a file folder project with it as well. So this is like a belly band. So because this is not a deep pocket, I thought if I've got a belly band that can hold in whatever tool is in there. So do it about there. And again, I've given it a gusset. So I was thinking that could have a nice tall notebook. Right, let me about that. Again, I'm just gonna have to tip it up to have a look. I think that looks fine. Okay, so that's that one. Beautiful. And then we're gonna put it to that one, and I've chosen this very big pocket, and it's got this flap on it, so you could put one of those ring things and a brad inside and one there, and have one of those wraparound things. You could put an eyelet there and just have a piece of ribbon on it. I'm not going to put anything on this one, but that's what you can do. Right, so I think I'm going to glue this down first. Let's try and just get it straight on my board, and then I can, it does help me with, is this straight? So I think, no, about there. I think that must be a bit wonky, the script. This can also be used as some kind of flip out. So you could attach a piece of paper onto here, so glue it on, and then stick that bit down, and then you would have, you know, a flippy bit, or you could just use that as a flippy bit. I think that looks straight. Ooh. I think it does. Okay. Now, I could have this further down. I don't have to have it all the way up there, because obviously that flap hides quite a bit. So I think that's what I'll do, actually. I've not thought about that till I've just said. Okay, again, really big gussets. If you didn't want them that big, you could obviously cut them down. I just think it will help with, like I say, bulky things, notepads, if you was making chunky journal cards and things. Obviously, this ephemera is quite large ephemera, because, you know, I created it in mind of doing, you know, lap books, file folders, folio type things, and just big ephemera in general. But if you wanted smaller versions, obviously you could just print two a page, and then you would get them half the size. So I'll probably do, you know, a regular journal as well with this kit, and just reprint the ephemera off two a page. I don't think I've quite got that straight. It's not better. But you can see better than me. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so that is that. Once this has been closed a while, that will lay nice and flat. Like I say, if you wanted to secure it, you could do some kind of tie thing. You could, yeah, I said about the eyelet thing, didn't I? I'm sure there's other things you can do as well. Okay, so that is that part done. Obviously, we've still not covered that bit, but I wanted to get the inside done first. So let's go here. So we've got that one, and that one. So two plain green ones and a pattern one. So I have cut and inked these ones out. And I didn't think until I was cutting them out, if I'd have printed on this side, I could have stuck them down like so it was a pocket, and then they could have flipped down, so they could have been a writing thing. I could still do that, but I'm not keen on, even though this kit is very green and white, I'm still not keen on that whiteness. Because I'm using them like that, I could cut those and maybe use these as you know, for something else. Quite like it on there. Anyway, so what I am going to do is glue this either side. And then I'm going to glue them down like so it can be like a double pocket. Okay. Loved creating this kit, and yeah, I'm loving working with it. The greens are definitely my favourite, and I think I'll be doing some other elements and things, you know, creating some other kits with it, because I really like it. So I might do like you know, an envelope set or something. We'll see. Okay, so that's that. So you've got the inside and you've got the back if you wanted. And this one, I think I'm going to have that quite high. Yeah, that'll be quite high. I haven't created any tabs for it, so I might end up doing another freebie page and adding it to Patreon. There'll probably be enough freebies that I can create a third kit with that, you know, just add some more and add it to those. But yeah, I'm gonna need some tabs. Okay, and then down the bottom, then we'll have to decide what other pockets we are going to use. Let's see what that looks like. It's a bit hard to tell with having, you know, the tab there. I think that looks okay. Okay, so that's that one. Right, so what have we got left? We've got another one of those pockets with the band on, so I could use that on there. I've got these two plain green pockets, which might be nice on there. Can't remember what I know what I did those for. They are ephemera, but not pockets. Obviously you'll see me use those another time. So yeah, that is what it's looking like. I think I just created enough pockets for this. So yeah, it perhaps might be nice to do another kit of different ephemera. Okay. I did a freebie of blue butterflies to go with this kit. I don't know why I did that. I think it could do with some pale yellow ones, and you know, more neutral type ones. So I think I might create a page of those as well. I did say on Patreon, you know, if this thing's what I want as I'm using it, then I will just, you know, make them up and add them, the extra sheets as freebies. Okay. So everything that I've used so far is all from the first kit. It's not the add-on, it's just the first kit. Oh, I've got it all out. Okay. So I'll just fold those down. Like so. And then, oh, I'm going to just do that up a little bit. The ink will hide it. I'm using Rustic Wilderness. Seems to go with the kit very, very nicely. Vintage Photo also looked nice with it, or the tea dye one. But I just wanted to keep it green. I think I'll do that like so. I must write myself a note of, because obviously, well, this is the last video I'm filming before I go away for my holidays. So by the time I get back from my holidays, I'll have totally forgotten what I've said, because I've still got over 2 weeks till I go on my main holiday. But I'm going away for 3 days with my auntie before that, and you know, I still need to get organised for these things. And, you know, get some rest in. So I'm at my best. So, yeah, it'll be like 4 weeks of not filming. So yeah, I'll definitely have forgotten what I've said. So I will make a note. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to pause while I make this note. Okay, so I've wrote myself a little note. Okay, let's get these down. It's so nice having some bigger ephemera for when you're making these bigger projects, because it's been so quick, you know, to get to this stage in 3 videos. So that's, you know, about 2.5 hours. Yeah, it's made a big difference. I don't think that is central, but I think it's too late. Oh, I might do it like that, look. Just offset it slightly. Yeah, let's do that. So I don't think I've quite got it central. But that just offsetting it makes it okay. Very windy. We've just had a couple of really nice weeks of sunshine. I am filming this the 16th of April, so like I say, I am 4 weeks in front. So we had a couple of really nice weeks weather, and then this week it's like between 10 and 13 kind of Celsius. But, oh, it's dull, it's windy. I've had bits and bobs of rain, which I think everywhere needed it, because the leaves and the blossoms have all, you know, started to come out here. And with having that sun, I think now we've had that bit of rain, I think everything will be, you know, all out and looking lush. Okay, let's move that to there. So I'm going to pop that pocket there. I like that. And then I can't remember if, oh, I think I kind of decided what I was using for those inside parts of the cover. I didn't get it printed off, so I might have to pause it and do that. Don't really want to start decorating or starting making these notebooks up. I probably we'll do that after my holiday, but there'll be no break in it for you. You know, there'll be, you know, a video up next Friday, and I'll, you know, be back from my holes and all the rest of it. And so it's been a lot easier getting in front with only doing 3 videos a week. I don't think I'd have ever got in front if I'd have kept to, you know, 1 a day. But I think I'm going to keep it at 3. I did, I think I may, through the summer, go down to 2. Because, you know, like I said not so long ago, I have now been doing this 5 years, and you know, a video a day, and you know, I've obviously had to not spend days out and or on the garden and this, that and the other, and I'm starting to feel ready for it. So I'm going to say it suited me at the time. You know, obviously got the time where we was all, you know, in, and then you know, my mum passed away not long after that, so you know, I've kind of been in that hermit mode for a long time, and like I say, it suited me. You know, it's kept me company, it's kept me going. But I think I am, you know, we have started going out a little bit more and stuff, and I'm really enjoying it. And oh, this is all fell to bits. One day I might sit and try and mend it. Yeah, and I haven't got the energy to be going out and, you know, house stuff, family stuff, and you know, lots of videos. I just don't have that energy. Okay, so that is all the pockets in, which is fabulous. Yeah, I think, oh, I don't know. I put the last lapbook I did, which wasn't too long ago, I put the journals in with elastic, which I'm doing again. And I think I did put them in this section, but I kind of lent them over. So when this closed, you know, there was kind of 2 journals in this part and 2 in that part, which I think I'm going to do that again, because I did like how that worked out. And I've still not put that lapbook in Etsy, but I'm hoping to get that done before I go. And I've got the 2 Bluebell wood journals to get in as well. So all the kits are, I've managed to, you know, anything that needed to go up is now in Etsy. It's just those couple of journals and the lapbook. I got in front with making kits. I did the rose tea, this botanical one, and the serenity. Hopefully, and that will stick. I will be putting this one over the front, I think. So that's another one of the spines. So how long have we been going? 33. So I think I'm going to pause it and print out another one of those sheets so that we can get that part done. I'm not going to do the outside part until we've totally done. I'm half thinking I might even just leave those like that, because if you was putting it on a bookshelf, you know, you could either put it that way or that way and have that spine. I think that would be quite nice. Yes. Okay. I do need to put something down there though. I suppose. Oh, I don't know. I'll find something. Right. Let me go and print that off. Okay, I've printed that off again because I want to use the same one. So let's give this a measure again, because I've totally forgotten. So it is like 9 1/4. So did I do those at 9? Because I would still like a bit of a border. Yeah, I did those at 9. Yeah, I think I'm going to do them at 9. Okay, so if I start by taking the top part off, like so, and then turn it around, see what 9 looks like. So I'll just go over the line. So if I went 9 1/4, that would be there. Let me just go 9 1/4 for now and see what it looks like. Probably a little bit closer than that. Okay, let's go 9 1/4. Okay. Right, I didn't. Let me get the width. So I'm going to do that in centimetres. So it said 17 centimetres, which, come on, 17 is there. I don't think I've just done that cut very straight, have I? That's better. Right, 17. My trimmer does not fit on here properly. It's probably why I got wonky cuts. That still don't look very straight. Let's do that to there. I don't know if it's the trimmer or me. Okay. So if I take that off, I think it's about there. It doesn't have to be, you know, spot on. And then we're going to 17, did I say? Did I say 17? Yeah. Might still need to cut some more off, but we'll just start here and see what that looks like. It's pretty much like, you know, I can't think of the word. The same. So I definitely do need some more off. Probably all sides. So I might take another fraction off the top. And then take a fraction off there. And then perhaps come in a bit more there. Okay, I'm going to pause and do that. Because I'm sure you've seen enough wonky cutting. Okay, I've trimmed those down a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna ink around. Now, I think to cover that little slit, what I did when I was taking the old spine out, I've got some fabric tape from Tim Holtz. So I think I'm going to put a piece there and a piece there. so it looks as if it's a decorative thing. Now it is very sticky, but obviously that is a moving part-ish. So I think I'm going to add some extra glue, and we'll just have to see what happens. I'm going to say it's unfortunate that that I did that. If I hadn't have wanted to keep the Edith Holden spines, I would have at this point perhaps just stuck some like linen down the spines, so you know, from there to there, but I think it would be nice keeping it saying Edith Holden. So yeah, and like I say, it's unfortunate that that's what I want to do, and I've split that, but yeah, such is life. So that is the tape. So I'm thinking if I lay it like there, I think it'll be fine. So let's go there to there. Let me avoid the actual hole. Get it up that little bendy bit. Sorry if it's really scratchy. Okay, I think that'll be fine. Let's excuse me, let's try it. Just getting my fingers right in there. Okay, I'm going to use the collal on this and get this stuck down, and we'll see what it looks like. And like I say, I can put a bit of tape on the other side as well. Now you could put a pocket on the ears. I don't tend to on this one, but you definitely could. I think because I add, well, on this one I've added that extra page on each side. I don't feel like you need to, and I like to add that extra page because I just think it's nice having everything actually inside of the folio. So kind of, that's gone on pretty perfect, apart from this glue. Just give it a good rub. That's that. Okay. If it doesn't look straight, it's probably more to do with my cutting. But it looks fine to me. No, I quite like that. It's a good job. It's a good job. Okay, it does come out a little bit. Let's pull it. That's better. Okay, so that is that side done. So I think on this side, oh, is that different? I think that's a bit different. I've got some more of that, but I'll use this. Oh, these scissors are no good really for So with this one, because it's a bit smaller, I'm just going to put the glue onto the strip. If I can piddle it off. Okay, okay. There's also, you know, all the journal pages in the first kit as well. There's not just these tall landscape, sorry, portrait pieces. There is yeah, journal pages. I've got those all printed off. I'm going to have to have a session of trimming them all. Yeah, I like that. Okay, sometimes, you know, these things that happen end up, you know, being okay. Yeah, lovely. So I'm going to have 4 journals in here. Probably they might be the next thing that I actually do. And then we can kind of see. They're going to be writing journals. I'm not having pockets in them. Obviously, you know, you can. And they're gonna, I think, just like 10 pages each, so that'll be 40 sides. Definitely put corners on this as well, couldn't you? I think that's fine. Yeah, that's covered that lovely. Right, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Let's just pull this back just a touch. Okay. Right, so that is that part. Lovely. I mean, if you wanted, you could perhaps create 2 big envelopes to put there, so whatever you put in, you know, nothing's gonna fall out because it's in the envelope. So let me add that to my list, and I will do 2 large envelopes. So I'll do those. So you won't then obviously see a lot of this. I might create them in the same. I only need to create one, don't I? I just need to print it out twice. I'll create it in this paper. Yes, that's what I'll do. So yeah, that'd then be nice on there. And then I suppose, you know, if you've got any notes or something and you just want to shove them in, you've got a place to just shove something without going into the whole folio. So I do like that idea. So that's that. Like I say, as soon as I get back from holidays, I will create those, because Patreon will be, you know, ready for their monthly freebies. I did create quite a large one before, you know, my holidays. Okay, so I'm just going to put that to one side for now. Let's pull out. So these are the things that we're going to be making notebooks with. I think these are for the fronts of the notebooks. I can't quite remember. So these are still tall pages. So if I do a file folder, I'm definitely not going to need to print anything else out. Still got plain. Still got those. Put those spines over there. Yeah, so they're the butterflies that I created, which just seems a bit weird now. Why I thought that they would go, but yeah, I don't feel like they do. So I'm going to put that at the bottom of my pile because I probably won't use that. So these are decorate. That's another thing to make a notebook. They're cut out. Okay, these are journal pages, but these aren't ones that I've printed on the back of. I can get it up there. Okay. We have got some more pockets. I've got some tags. So any of those bigger pockets, I might have a look at that actually. I could add a pocket on top of them. So I'm going to put those tags with the notebooks because obviously they're to fill pockets. That's the notebook. I think they're toppers for notebooks. I can't quite remember. That's the notebooks. They're notebooks. They're notebooks. They're notebooks. But you don't have to use them as notebooks. Obviously, you can use them as journal cards. Notebooks. And then there's a couple of pages what I did to fit some of the notebooks. So I'll print those out. Okay, more kit page. I've obviously, you know, printed it off several times. Okay, that's what I wanted. Right. So I've got all the things out for the notebook, so I'm going to put those at the front of that pile because that's what we'll be wanting soonish. I'm going to keep that with those. I might want the smaller ones. I want to pause in a second because I feel like all I'm doing is shuffling papers. Come on. Okay, they're the labels that I was looking for. I think they're probably right size for these. So I had sorted. Oh, it's not even supposed to be in there. I had sorted these out. I think you got. That's going to be like the front cover. Then you're going to have two of those. That's going to be like the centre. Or that's going to be the centre. No, that was going to be like the front page once you've opened it. Then one of those pages, and that was going to be your centre. So there's going to be 5 kit pages in each one. And then 5 tea stain ones. So if I get 20 sheets of tea stained paper out and get those all cut down, and that will be the next video. So we'll get the 4 journals made up. Let's just have a look at those pockets to see if if I do want any more pockets in there while we're still on pockets. Okay, that's that. Yeah, come on, stay there. That's that. So, you know, you could add them absolutely anywhere. I think they might be nice with one on. I think I quite like that stripe one. What's the other one? Oh, that's on a stripy background. Ooh. That'd be nice with one, wouldn't it? I'm going to say even they could fit one on, but I think that's perfect there. So I wouldn't mind using one of these dark green ones. So let's cut that out. And again, you know, you could print these 2 to a page and have them even smaller, so you could have, you know, they could be double ones. But I think these, once you've folded these down, they are going to be quite tiny, which they probably will be fine for even those pockets. But yeah, I think I did these thinking if you did want to put any pockets in your journal bit. I can't remember what kit these come from. I can't remember if it's, you know, if the freebies, if it's the first kit. But like I say, I've done a full flip through of the kit, and there will be a playlist for this Botanical Lapbook, and I will put the flip through of the kit at the top, you know, so it's the first video in the playlist. That just wants cutting down slightly on that one. It's because that's quite a deep opening. Oh yeah, I like that. Gives it a little bit more pop. So yeah, they definitely fit on those. Yeah, got pockets everywhere. So I've created some little tags. Maybe not as little as these pockets, but I could print them out 2 to a page and they'd probably fit. There we go. I like that. Yeah, lovely. Okay, so I've got an extra one there. Don't want one on those. Don't think I want any on those. I do quite like the thought of having one on these. So I wonder if I want to, let's try this floral one. I've done them all with different, you know, openings to make them interesting. Oh, I don't know, I think I like those on there. I don't know what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. I might sit and make that large envelope, what I've just said, because that won't take me too long. So I've not got anything else planned for